What's happening, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video from Knoxville, Tennessee. This is day number 3 of my Austin, Texas road trip, going from CT to Austin, Texas. And yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be vlogging every day because I'm super busy and I'm trying my best to work as hard as I can and ship as much stuff off to Amazon. But I'm gonna try to shoot as many videos as I can. But yeah, here right now, checking into the Courtyard Marriott. Got all my stuff right here loaded up. And today I want to shoot a video talking about sourcing on the road when you're unfamiliar with where you are. So we're gonna bring all this good stuff inside. We're gonna get set up. And I'm gonna give you some tips in terms of like how I go about choosing sourcing locations when you're in unfamiliar territory. Because if you're traveling out of state, you have no idea where you are. You might not know what's popular. You might not know what towns to go to or what stores or locations. Maybe you source garage sales, pawn shops, consignments, thrift stores. You don't know where to go. It's confusing. So we're gonna go inside and talk about that. So let's wheel this puppy in and chit chat a little bit. All right, so just got back into the hotel room, just checked in and giving you guys a little hotel tour. Nothing special, nice little king size right here, nice window. Tip for you guys, when you're staying at hotels on the road, especially if you're bringing in a bunch of stuff like I am, ask the person when you're checking in for something on the first floor, something that's close to the door if possible, because when you're having to go up elevators and whatnot and you're having to push the cart up over the little ledge, there's always like little lifts in the hallway going on the elevator. It's very easy for things to tip over and turn into a huge mess. So I got a room on the first floor and it was really easy and seamless coming in here. So you're on the road, right? You're going on your first road trip, or maybe you've done them before. What's the best way to, one, choose where you should source from? Should you source from consignment stores, pawn shops, thrift stores? The first thing you got to do is research. When you're reselling on the road, the name of the game is research, due diligence, preparation. You've got to prepare yourself before you go on the road trip. So what you could do is either log on to your desktop, or what I like to do is go on to Google Maps and start planning your route. So say, for example, maybe you're going from, this will be an easier example, Connecticut to Rhode Island, right? You have a 2-hour drive. Start typing into Google Maps, pawn shop or thrift store or Goodwill and Savers, and start to map out where they all are. And then you could start to kind of create like a little trail, or kind of map out your journey from point A to point B, from Connecticut to Rhode Island, or in a larger example, from Connecticut to Austin, Texas. So it's not fun having to write down, go into Google Maps and type in consignment store or pawn shop or thrift store. But that's kind of that's really the only way that I know how to do it. Typically, you're gonna do better being like choosing, from my experience, choosing locations, whether it's consignments, pawn shops, or thrift stores near like larger cities. A lot of times, from my experience, at least going down south, I didn't do very well in locations that were like kind of away from the city. I noticed in a lot of like lower income areas, I wasn't finding as much profitable items as well. So sticking near like big cities, areas that, if you're like selling books, highly literate areas. So there's actually websites you can go online to like research what the average income is and demographic and different things like that. So that's pretty much how I do it. Now, whether you're gonna focus on pawn shops or consignment stores or thrift stores, that's really up to you. Are you going after smaller items or bigger items? Are you going after clothing? Where are you? Like, a lot of times it's just experience, right? I've noticed down south, I haven't been able to find as many books, but there's so much more clothing. Like, there's a lot of clothing opportunities. So some of this is gonna be trial and error. I'd recommend when you start going on your route, prepare as much as you can, get your route all set up, map it all out for each day. But if you notice that the pawn shops are doing horrible, switch it up. Switch up to thrift stores. Or if the thrift stores are just, they're just so bad. Like, I went to some thrift stores in Pennsylvania that were just horrible. Switch it up. Start hitting those pawn shops, right? Start looking at the Facebook Marketplace, setting up some deals locally on your path. There's so many different options. A lot of this is trial and error, but the big takeaway, preparation. You've got to prepare yourself as best as you can. So that's kind of how I do it. Hopefully you guys found value in this video. I'm about to go get a shipment worked on right now. So I'll probably show you guys a little bit of footage of me shipping and getting some stuff out. I've got probably a couple boxes that I'm gonna be shipping out. I've got I know it's a little hard to see, but I've got quite a bit of toys in this box that need to be shipped out. I scored pretty well today. Got this Christian, what's it called? To Mars and Beyond, this game that I'm probably going to ship out. I'm not sure. I might do it on eBay. There's some good opportunities there. So if I do, I'll wait till I get home because there are a couple little box issues on that. So when you're selling on Amazon, it's got to be pristine. So if there's how do I say it? If there's issues with the box where it doesn't look brand new, I mean, you could get away with a little, but if it's too much, you really don't want to play that game because you get kicked off and in trouble quick on Amazon. So I've got to assess that item, but got quite a few books to ship out that I found today. Got a couple board games, so I'm going to get to work right now, but I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I want to know what's one question that you want me to answer in the next video. What's something that you've been thinking about or you're challenged with, or it's holding you back in your eBay or Amazon business? Drop a question down below, and maybe I'll feature you in the next video. So with that being said, keep on picking and making that money, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.